Well, I want to thank you all for joining us here this evening. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nada St. Germain, and I was introduced to Neolife over 30 years ago. And the information I'm going to share with you tonight is going to be, well, I have to say that when I saw some of this information 30 years ago, it just made me really understand that nutrition and food and supplementation play such a big role in slowing aging and just giving us a better quality of life. I was working as a police officer in Toronto. I just struggled with fatigue and PMS and aches and pains and joint pain, allergies. And when a neighbor and a dear friend shared her Neolife journey with me, I was really curious. I thought maybe I should give the products a try. And my mom did with myself, and boy, are we ever grateful. 30 years later, I feel younger in my 50s than I did in my 20s and 30s. And my mom is in her 70s, mid 70s. And I like to say that she's aging gracefully, because that is what we really want, right? Is to be able to have a better quality of life. And I like to say we want to live until we die, right? So, I'm going to start the presentation with a couple of key speakers, because some of the people that are a part of our Neolife family, they come from some professional backgrounds, and they share sometimes just their own personal twist and experience and their knowledge. And sometimes I just find it so inspirational. I'm so grateful to have access to some of these amazing speakers that are part of our Neolife family all over North America. So I'm going to start the presentation now, and just be patient with me, because I am going to play 2 different videos back to back, and then I'm going to play a PowerPoint presentation. Here we go.
And thank you so much for inviting me to be able to share. We've been with Neolife for 7 years, and this company is absolutely amazing. So I would like to start everything off by asking all of you a question. I would like to ask, how many of you in here have a story of how these amazing products have helped you or a friend with a health condition? Okay, would you look around, look at the hands, look at the number of lives that have been changed just because we have a company with integrity. That 2 hands right over here. And it's wonderful to be part of this whole process. And I got with Neolife because I'm an evidence-based practitioner, and the evidence is there. The evidence is scientific, and so this is what I've found over the years. Well, all of you have showed me that you have a story, and I also have a story that I want to share with you as well. So I've been in healthcare for over 38 years, and I love it. I've been able to help thousands of people, and my career has been extremely rewarding. But then something happened 9 years ago. Our son, John, actually 9 years ago, became very, very sick, very sick. And he was attending Boise State University, and we didn't know at first what it was, but we discovered later that it was black mold toxicity. And he had no energy. He felt like he needed to sleep all the time. He was depressed, and he had anxiety issues. And he developed rashes all over his body. He had these sore red eyes, and he was just really, really sick. Well, I gave him a ton of nutrients from Standard Process and other professional supply product companies, and his condition just continued to remain the same. Well, it was now 18 months, and he was still extremely sick, and I felt powerless to help my son. So John decided that he wanted to be a camp counselor at Hume Christian Camp down in California for the summer. And as you can imagine, this worried his mother and myself. But John was determined to get some fresh air and re-energize himself. Well, the wonderful administrators of the camp saw how sick John was, so they reached out to him and they recommended a few diet and lifestyle changes. Then they recommended some of the whole life or the whole food concentrated nutrients from Neolife. And then John phoned me about 3 months later, and he said he felt much, much better. Well, I was skeptical and I thought it was a placebo effect. But then John phoned me 3 weeks later than that, and he was really excited and he said he felt so much better. Well, John's health continued to improve. He is actually a picture of health today. He graduated chiropractic school and has recently purchased my chiropractic practice. And he's right in the back right there. So I would like to thank Bob, Debbie, Louie and Laverne, and Neolife. And one thing that concerned me during all of my years in practice is I was shocked at the number of patients who came into my practice who were so sick with chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, cancer, that type of thing. And I could not believe how many people were on medications and were still extremely sick. Can you relate to that? Yeah. Well, I just recently heard a podcast where Dr. Patrick Quillen made this statement. There is a fantasy that I can eat whatever I want and do whatever the doctor tells me, and they will cure me. Well, he went on to say that people have a naive reliance on medicine, which leads to many of these downfalls. Well, we all know people are going to make poor lifestyle and diet choices, but Lawrence Clark shared a nugget with me several years ago. He said, people will make poor choices with their diet and lifestyle, but we can provide the nutrients their bodies need. And once they start feeling better, they will start making better choices with their diet and lifestyle. Have you found that to be true? Yeah. Well, it helped with me and our family. We did the same thing. And I have incorporated that into my practice. So I've found that when people are given our nutrients, they're more proactive and empowered to live healthier and happier lives. Well, I felt extremely limited in my ability to help my patients. That's amazing to think about, but I did. Really powerless. But through my experience with John and the concentrated nutrients he was given through Neolife, I feel confident and empowered to help my patients and clients with their chronic diseases. And I want you to feel confident and empowered to do the same. So the first thing that I would do is recommend my patients take the breakfast pack. The breakfast pack combines the whole food nutrition from the Neolife shake with whole food concentrated nutrients from ProVitality. Now, science tells us there are 59 essential nutrient families. Well, when you study it out, the breakfast pack actually contains 56 of these 59 essential nutrient families. And when you take that in every single day, look at the number of nutrients you're getting into your body. How amazing is that? It's amazing. So the ProVitality, these whole food, human food chain nutrients in ProVitality provide the finest natural nutrients from whole grains, fruits and vegetables, and fish to help us bridge that gap from dietary deficiencies. And the reason I was sold on ProVitality is the clinical trials of each of these items in the ProVitality packet. So let's look at N. N is the solution to the whole grain gap. Now, N is the world's first and only whole grain lipids and sterols supplement. Sterols. That's a fancy word for saying plant hormones. We have helped so many patients over the last 7 years with a number of hormone-related problems using Tree and N. It's been amazing. Originally, it was developed for a hospital research study, which showed it promoted cellular energy and efficiency and helped people with conditions like chronic fatigue. So this is powerful stuff. Another study found that animals who were fed Tree and N improved their ability to utilize the nutrients by 50%. In other words, they were improving the ability of the body to utilize all nutrients. And this is accomplished by improving the function of the cell membrane. Nutrients can actually get into the cell, and then waste can get out, making that cell very healthy. The next thing is the carotenoid complex. This is an amazing product. Amen, brother. This is our solution to the fruit and vegetable gap. And the USDA researchers actually proved that it boosts immune capacity in 37% in just 20 days. Now, if you think about that, it's absolutely amazing that a whole food nutrient could actually boost the immune system, 37% in just 20 days. This was actually published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. It was so unique that it was actually patented. So we are protecting ourselves with the protective power of carotenoids from tomatoes and carrots and spinach and red bell peppers, strawberries, apricots, and peaches. How amazing is that? It's phenomenal. Omega-3 Salmon Oil Plus is actually our solution to the omega-3 gap. This includes all 8 molecules of omega-3s, not 1, not 2, all 8. And they all work synergistically to do all of the things that we're going to talk about in just a minute. It's tested for over 200 different contaminants, and it's sourced from pure Atlantic cold-pressed fish. It is cardioprotective. It's cardioprotective, which actually shows that it reduced triglycerides by 17%. And from this inflammation standpoint, the study showed that Salmon Oil Plus improved all markers of inflammation that were measured. Now, here's something that's extremely important to know. In this study, even if all of the participants were considered healthy, inflammatory index dropped by 68%. 68%. You can't get 68% reduction in inflammation by non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, ibuprofen, those types of things. You can't get that on an everyday basis. But this is what's so absolutely amazing. We used cases and cases of Salmon Oil Plus in our office. So the essential vitamin and mineral complex is a proprietary blend of 21 essential vitamins and minerals, and it actually helps bridge that dietary gap. It includes plant-sourced enzymes to support digestion and absorption of these critical nutrients. It's just absolutely amazing. So ProVitality is the most complete food supplement in the world. And look at all of these benefits that come about. Abundant energy, immune function, heart health, clear vision, optimal cellular nutrition. It's just fantastic. So we are blessed to have this particular product. Now, the Neolife Shake. This is probably one of my favorite products that we have in our whole line of products from Neolife. Adding Neolife Shake at the start of the day brings you high quality protein and balanced nutrition. However, Neolife Shake is an excellent nutritious meal at any time of the day. And I drink two shakes a day in and day out and a half for 7 years. I absolutely love it. The SAB formulated the Neolife Shake to provide optimal protein nutrition, but I always refer to the Neolife Shake as an amino acid shake because you can buy a protein shake anywhere. You can only get a biologically complete 22 amino acid shake from Neolife. It's unique. Why do I refer to it as an amino acid shake? Well, amino acids repair and restore damaged tissue. So if you have a health condition where you need to repair or restore damaged tissue, you need the Neolife Shake daily. And we all need to repair and restore tissue. And I heard about 5 or 6 testimonies already in the last couple days about people's glands and organs being restored by these amino acids and helping through the Neolife Shake. It's also clinically proven for weight loss and cardioprotective health. And if you'll notice, the weight loss program is fantastic. 10% body reduction. All of this was in clinical trials. Look at the cardioprotective, 15% reduction in LDLs, which is the bad cholesterol, which is absolutely amazing. Another thing I love is Neolife provides an opportunity for total body transformations in the weight loss and fitness challenges. So you can choose the breakfast pack, which provides 1 shake a day, or the weight loss pack, which provides 2 shakes a day to complete your 90-day or yearly challenges. Then the 90-day and yearly champions are chosen and given cash and product rewards. What does this show me? This shows me Neolife's commitment to health for all of us. And so we are completely and totally blessed. Well, in closing, to any healthcare professionals out here or out there, you will never find a nutrition company as dedicated to human nutrition as Neolife. My recommendation to you is to incorporate the full line of Neolife products for your patients. You will see amazing results and your patients will thank you over and over and over again. To anyone new in Neolife, I say, ask questions, listen to these amazing stories, then share these stories with the ones you care about. Then over the next several weeks, months, and years, you will be the difference maker in their lives. To our Neolife family, thank you for the help, the love, the friendships we have been so blessed to receive from you. God bless you and we love you.
Wow, what an amazing story. And you all, if you want to meet his son, Dr. John Hickey, he'll be speaking tomorrow on our health professional panel. So you'll learn, and for you guests that are watching, you'll learn at the end how you could attend that, even virtually. So thank you so much, Dr. Hickey. And next, y'all, we're going to keep moving along quickly. We have a whole lineup of speakers. It's going to be a really exciting evening. And next, we're going to hear from somebody whose health has been transformed, who is also a 2020 challenge champion. So you heard Dr. Hickey talk about how that weight loss pack can transform lives. We are about to meet one. And she went on to become a certified holistic nutritionist so she could better understand the power and what's in these products that's doing this magic. So help me welcome to the front of the room, Melinda Jolly.
Oh, good. I don't have to stand behind this podium because most of the time I would. I would want it to hide me, and I don't want that anymore. Wow. I could tell by the hands that went up in this room that I am not the only one, that this company has made a significant transformation in their health and overall wellness, and it is phenomenal. So I love this picture. I cannot get enough of this, but I was not always this way. I was in a very, very deep, dark tunnel and very, very poor health. There we go. You can see from that, I would like to hide myself a lot. And I was about 220 pounds. For anyone that doesn't know how high I am, because I'm wearing heels today, I'm about 5'6". So I was extremely overweight. On top of that, I didn't know at the time, but I was medically diagnosed with hormonal issues. Go figure, stack it on me, keep it going. So I thought I was eating right. And I'm like, okay, I got to start exercising more. Just let's out eat what we're doing. So I started running more, and I couldn't even run a quarter of a mile. I started noticing aches and pains in places that I didn't have aches and pains. I also never knew I had breathing issues. Go figure. And don't even get me started when allergy season came up. So I met a wonderful couple at a community event. Actually, I have to give credit because my husband and I were at a community event, and we met a wonderful couple. You may know them, Bob and Debbie Plouffe. Raise a house for them. A little bit about me, I am skeptical. I do not like anyone trying to push anything over on me. My husband's like, yeah, this stuff tastes great. Want to sign up? Want to get more information? I'm like, whatever you want. So I said, put your name down. And we got information, learned about nutrition. And it was the best thing. It made the biggest transformation in my life because as a result, I lost weight in a matter of time. I was medically monitored, and my blood work resulted that my hormones had changed by incorporating this wonderful product that Tom Hickey was talking about, the breakfast pack. Guess what? My weight started coming out. My hormones self-regulated. My body was doing what I was supposed to do. And as a result, I kept going and going. And my transformation, I lost the weight. Fantastic. I lost the weight. And here's the key thing is my hormones stabilizing, my breathing changed. I was able to breathe. Seasonal allergies, there was one product that Mr. Tom Hickey didn't have on there, the Respex. I had the breakfast pack and the Respex. The Respex is wonderful for allergies. And I was not able to drop the weight, but I was able to keep the weight off. And that is so important for anyone with weight loss. It's not just getting the number down, it's keeping it off. So my breathing issues, my body helped itself because I got the nutrition that I was lacking. That is what Neolife is all about. These whole food concentrates, these things that we're not getting on our everyday diet. We need to supplement. We need to supplement with good quality products. And that is Neolife. One more thing. No more.
So good.
Oh, what an amazing story, isn't it? Y'all, we have a lot more stories coming. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we have, as she mentioned, we have not only the core health packs that you heard about earlier, but we have a complete line of whole food nutritional products. And so next, we're going to learn more about our detox. Okay? Anybody want a detox? Dump the sludge? Get rid of the toxins? All right. Help me welcome. We have a geriatric nurse who also serves as the director of nursing for a large nursing home. Now, anybody want to be healthy when we get to that season of life? Yes? Maybe even stay out of the nursing home? Okay. Help me welcome Barbara Chichester. Barbara?
Whew. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here. You know what happened in 2020. All our whole world was turned upside down, including mine, and also for the residents that I served, or we served at the facility I worked in. Everything changed, but I had to put on my thinking cap quickly. Because if I don't raise the bar on my health, I cannot serve the people that we needed to protect. So I started on the journey with the detox program. I decided I need to get the toxin out of my body because don't forget, we were locked down. So there was PPE, BBB, all the stuff you had to wear in order to preserve myself, the residents, and also the co-workers. They have to go home with their families. So I detoxed. I started first to think about cleansing the body, then building immunity. The higher the immunity, the better my survival. And then I can take care of others. And we had about, at that time, I think about 40 or 50 residents. We call them residents, we don't call them patients. Then I had to, marvelous thing that happened a year after I went to the doctor last year, and my weight remained the same from 2018, because I'll tell you the whole thing. What happened, I ate dense food. So the comfort foods that I like ice cream and all that stuff, had to go out the window because I had an obligation to take care of the elderly and protect them. And then, of course, we had the premature aging. I didn't want to age during this time. So I had to make sure that I keep youthful. And then I had a lot of energy. The products that we used was a 3-day detox. So you had the cleansing, you had the Neolax, the garlic, and the Beta Guard. You do it twice a day. You do the, and then nighttime you did just the garlic, not the garlic, the garlic and the Neolax. You do those for 2 days. And then you start with your acidophilus to keep the balance of the gut. And then the Neolife tea gave a lot of energy. But I'm telling you, that Beta Guard that Dr. Arthur first so greatly shared with us was my saving grace. I did the detox every month, started in April until about, I was going to stop in November, and then we had a little crisis where we had some residents got the symptoms. And so I increased it. I kept on doing the detox every month. And one of my biggest partner was the Beta Guard. Because of all that hand sanitizers, all the chemical cleaning, you could just smell it. Because everybody was so obsessed in cleaning that it was starting to affect me. And also I had to be tested at that time weekly, etc., which, created some challenges for my nose. I told them, test me on one side because I need the other side. In case you mess it up, I need to breathe on the other side. So just do one nose. But the Beta Guard, I had to step it up. So the detox helped, kept me stabilized, also mentally, because I felt lighter. Because when you have that delicious ice cream, the banana split. So that's my favorite. You know how that could bring you down. So if you need to try the detox, 3-day detox, kept my weight stabilized during that time. I didn't starve myself. And Dr. Hickey mentioned about the weight breakfast pack. So I did shakes twice a day because it was a matter of my survival in order to take care of the gracious people that I service, the elderly. Thank you.
Well, I have to say, this whole YouTube link is available for you to watch the entire event. So I just wanted to introduce you to the first 3 speakers. And then what was really nice at our actual convention, they had a panel, and I'm hoping if I could bring that up. Just give me 1 second. Sit here, sorry. Probably won't be able to find it now. Hang on a second here. So maybe what I'll do is, Laura May, are you on? I was going to see if she's on. I might have her share her story and her journey while.
I'm here.
Hey, you know what? While I'm trying to find this next video, I'm thinking that maybe you can share your amazing story with your doctor after you had been to see him. I think your story is absolutely fantastic.
Yes. So I have a Chinese medical practitioner. He helps me with acupuncture and just, that check-in thing that's always good to do. And he likes to take my vitals every time he sees me. And I've seen him a couple of times in the last few months. And the first time I saw him, he said, Laura May, he didn't. He looked around and he said, you're getting younger on the inside. and I said, what do you mean? I'm at that, I'm now moving into the next stages of being a woman, around menopause and all those things. I said, how do you know I'm getting younger on the inside? He said, well, everything, even though you're getting those signals, your body's giving those natural signals for menopause. The rest of it isn't aging at all. You're not aging at all. So then I went back in the next time and I said, can we do a video? And I asked him again, I said, what do you mean? He said, it's your pulse. You have this wonderful pulse. And in Chinese medicine, we look at the overall vitality of the whole being, and you're getting younger on the inside. You have a good pulse. It's a good impulse, he said. So if you ever want to watch the video, it's on the Healthy Living Facebook group. If you have somebody that sponsored you, I'm sure they can help you find that if you're not on there. And I said, Dr. Cha, what are you saying? I'm getting younger on the inside? He said, yes, you're getting younger on the inside. And I think Nod also wanted to say that in comparison to when she met me, which was 11 years ago now, believe it or not, everyone that knows me, you've watched me grow up, right, Joan? I was not glowing and getting younger on the inside when I met Nada at the skateboard park with my boys. I was scrawny and unwell in so many ways. I was underweight. My skin was awful. My children had coughing and colds, and we were a mess. And what Nada did was she said, Laura May, you don't have to live like this. You don't have to live like this. And I remember the feeling of relief to know that someone could see through what I was experiencing and all the messaging that I had received from the regular system that said, we don't know, or never really guided me on the nutrition aspect. So she would bring me soup and teach me about cellular nutrition and the importance of feeding your cells. And I would say 11 years later, when your doctor tells you you're getting younger on the inside, I'm pretty sure that would be another way of saying that cellular nutrition, the Neolife White, is the way to go. So I'm forever grateful. Thank you, Nada. And hello, everybody. Love the Neolife family.
That's such a wonderful story, Laura May. When she sent me that video and told me what Dr. Cha said, I'm like, yes, I totally understand. Because I think what happens is when you meet people that have been using the Neolife products for as long as myself, 30 years, and, Joan over 20 years, and so many people in our team. And to have a doctor actually say that is fantastic. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Laura May. Okay, so now this is a very quick video. This was actually the same three speakers at convention that did a quick little introduction, and I just wanted to play this, and then I'll close with a very quick PowerPoint presentation. So thank you. Just be patient.
The three of you guys agreed to share with our listeners why, as a health professional, you've chosen Neolife when you could have chosen anything, any products. And so we're going to start with John. Your father last night did a great job of speaking, but it's exciting to see two generations of health professionals that are having an incredible impact. So John, tell everybody where you're from, if you would, how many years with Neolife, and then how has Neolife impacted, actually, why did you choose Neolife?
So my name is Dr. John Hickey.
Mr. There.
My name is Dr. John Hickey, and I am from Boise, Idaho. So there's a few reasons why I chose Neolife is the patient stories. So I actually got my dad onto the products, and he started using those with his patients probably 7 or 8 years ago. And so seeing all those testimonies and stories, that's why I incorporate it in my practice now. Another thing is the products and the product line is so simple. So the breakfast pack is what we recommend to all of our patients. And the breakfast pack is designed to fill the gaps in your diet, and so many patients are missing all these core nutrients. So using the breakfast pack is so simple, especially as a healthcare provider. And there's a lot of other companies out there that you have to go to weekend-long retreats just to understand these protocols and these herbals and all these different things. So Neolife has made it so simple, and I'm sure you guys would agree on that. So extremely simple. And then a couple things that I've noticed, which is awesome for healthcare providers in general, is the lasting effect of the income. So for example, my dad's retired from chiropractic, but he is still making an income from his nutritional sales with his patients from Neolife. And then another thing that's really helpful for myself is I've got fantastic staff. I pay them well, but I can't pay them well enough. So what I do is I utilize Neolife so they can get a bonus for some of their efforts with that as well. So I love Neolife for a lot of different reasons. And if you're listening online, or if you're here today and you're a healthcare practitioner, it is such an amazing company to partner with. And I'm excited for the rest of my career with Neolife.
That's awesome. And let me ask you this, as a healthcare practitioner, owning your own practice, how many hours do you work a day, generally speaking? What's the max that you could work in your practice that would be reasonable for a chiropractor?
I would say probably maybe 6 to 8 hours a day.
6 to 8 hours
treating
a day.
patients, yeah.
Okay, so maybe 5 days a week?
Yep.
Okay, so you're a top, well-respected chiropractor. I've heard some of your patients talk about you. Had the privilege of coming around and actually visiting you guys. So I know you have a heart to help a lot of people, but do you feel like you're limited by the number of people that you can see each week? And how has Neolife expanded your impact?
Yes, so that's one of the things. It's like, I understand like how many people I can actually treat in a week. But with Neolife, it's opened up the door to help so many more people even across the world. I've got different people in my team who've reached out to other people across the world to be able to help them. And it's amazing how it can expand and how I can help so many people with health and nutrition outside of my office. And that's one of the amazing things. That's really where my passion lies. I love what I do as a chiropractor, but I'm very passionate about nutrition and helping people with their health. So that's one of my favorite things about it.
Love it. Thank you so much, Dr. Hickey. All right, and Barbara, will you share with everybody your profession?
I'm a registered nurse, specialty in gerontology, care of the elderly.
And the director of nursing.
A director of nursing. Oh, that's important.
Yes. And Barbara, will you share with us, why did you choose Neolife?
Well, it's interesting. Neolife came to me. I had no health issues. I was just tired. So when Dean Vandenberg, who is here, thank you again, shared Neolife, I was really excited about cellular nutrition. Again, I was just tired, but all nurses are tired. Everybody in healthcare profession is tired. So I tried it, and I had so much energy in 2 weeks. I don't know what kind of energy, but I was just going. So I really didn't have any challenges as far as health. But the product works. Something went on, so I shared with others, and they got the same results.
That's awesome. And how has, answering the same question that I asked him, would you touch on that? How has your impact as a health professional been expanded through this model? And is it possible for health professionals alone to tackle the challenge that we're dealing with today with chronic sickness?
No, it's really challenging. And with the chronic issues that we have globally and in my profession, I see so many conditions that I am very helpless. I wish I could give every individual's patients as well as employees the Neo Life, but because of regulations, you can't. So I am swimming in a pool of chronic conditions that more and more it's becoming saddening to my heart. So I really believe in the future, probably pretty sooner than I think, I may have to step out of that arena so I can minimize individuals who have gone into the C section to get them back to the B or the A to wellness. It's very challenging to do it while you are in there because your vision is just so narrow. But if I step out, and I'm stepping out more, I am more effective and building a better team and better people around me for support.
That's awesome. Well, Barbara, it's amazing what you're doing, even part-time, the impact that you're having across the country and in other countries. So
Yes,
congratulations,
absolutely.
Barbara.
Thank you.
And Dr. Amanda Smith, you certainly see a lot of products where you practice as a pharmacist. Can you answer that question as well? And maybe even describe what you see on the counters. I mean, you a sea of products. Why has Neolife attracted your attention?
Well, Josh, I have to say, when we were first introduced to Neolife, it was the incredible stories of health transformations and the community that totally got us to begin with. But I have to admit, there was an aspect that seemed a little too good to be true, and the science in me had to do some further research. What I see on a daily basis is a highly unregulated industry of supplements. I see needs not being met nutritionally, but I see everybody trying to fill those needs with a different product in a million different companies. And so when I started digging, I was amazed by the sound science and the scientific advisory board. The further I dug, the more I saw integrity. Integrity that was unparalleled in this industry. And I saw a company that was committed to quality, not to market. And so that was very important to me. I saw the quality of the products and that the products definitely worked, but also I saw a company that was committed to doing the right thing all the time. And that was super important to me. And so the values of the company, the quality of the products, all of that just really did it for me.
And as a final question for you, as a pharmacist working in a large chain of stores, have you seen, we're talking about the increased awareness here in the last, over the last year of the importance of nutrition. How have you seen that with your own eyes? Is there, of course, you just heard from these professionals that these products are second to none, but are you seeing an awareness and an interest in nutritional products?
Definitely.
More so?
I think with the pandemic, I have to tell you, we worked from day one, and probably, I would say, 6 to 8 months, our shelves were empty in front of our counters, and that's where the supplements were, because everybody was frantically trying to get their hands on vitamin C and zinc and all the supplements that were being recommended to help boost immunity. And so I definitely have seen an increased awareness and people being more willing and definitely wanting to take supplements to improve their health and their immunity.
And she's brought several pharmacists on board through seeing the results that you've had over this past year. So that's been exciting. All right, well, folks, I want to thank our health professionals for coming up here and sharing why they chose Neolife. Let's get.
Wasn't that great? I just so enjoy and appreciate hearing from all of them, and just hearing from practitioners like that, being part of our team. So grateful. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly close. Can you guys see this? Just want to make sure. Thumbs up. Thank you, Joan. Awesome. So I know I'm not going to go into too much detail, only because Dr. Hickey did such an amazing job talking about the breakfast pack. So I'm going to close with the breakfast pack, and I'll stop the recording and then open it up to questions. Okay. So, you know, the foundation is the breakfast pack. And I think a lot of it has to do with the 4 different ingredients in the vitality pack to start. So the grain oils, as Dr. Hickey said, is removed from the grain. And this is why our breads and our pastas and our cereals have a longer shelf life, okay? So they know this essential lipid. Remember how he talked about how these are essential lipids that we need for hormonal balance, okay? And a lot of the stories that you hear from many people that start taking the grain oils from Neolife, they balance their hormones. They start to have energy, and this is critical for cell function, okay? So that's how Neolife started, and this team of scientists are the foundation. They work together as a team to develop the highest quality whole food supplements around. So this is the Pro Vitality, so it contains those grain oils, the carotenoids, the omega-3, and the multi, all in this convenient pack. Very difficult to get in your diet. So the grain oils are the lipids, again, for energy and cellular function, okay, getting the cells working better. And guess what? Laura May hit it on the nail, slowing aging and even reversing signs of aging, okay? So grain oils, tran, and that's how Neolife started back in 1958. Carotenoids, fruits and vegetables, immune function. Dr. Hickey said it, right? We need to strengthen our immune system. And again, one of these capsules in this pack is like consuming 80 pounds of raw fruits and vegetables in every box. Then there's omega-3 fish oil. Again, inflammation, because there's so many conditions linked to inflammation, okay? We want to reduce inflammation, again, to slow aging, because there's so many conditions that are root cause of inflammation, okay? And then there's a multivitamin. So again, that's our multivitamin pack, and we do have a children's version, so we can't forget about the kids, okay? Liquivite, the Vita Squares, the VitaGuard, and salmon oil when their kids are ready to take our salmon oil plus. And then when you add the shake, you have what we call a breakfast pack. Again, the Neolife shake is one of my favorites. It's natural, a complete protein, as Dr. Hickey said, nothing artificial, and tastes absolutely amazing. And coming very soon is a plant-based vegan shake as well that will be an option for people that would like a plant-based version of the shake. And then the weight loss, as you heard the story on our weight loss program, is very easy to do, and you keep the weight off. So we have a variety of products, and you know, my favorite is the full motion for my joints, because I had a lot of joint pain, and so did my mom. So I added that to my breakfast pack. So there's other products that we have for gut health, digestion, and things like that. So I just wanted to let you know that that breakfast pack is like the foundation, and then you can build on that pack with other products if you do have, or if you're struggling with other issues as well. So how do you get a hold of these products? Well, you can join our wellness club for free. You get a 15% discount. Or if you go on auto ship, you get wholesale price, which is 25 to 30% off. And as a member on auto ship, you can get all your shipping back. So they give you all your shipping back for being a loyal, consistent customer. There's also a program where if you refer 3 to one of those health packs, 3 friends, your pack is free every single month. Okay, so this is our breakfast pack. Again, it's the most popular pack, and that protein shake comes in vanilla, chocolate, or creamy berry. You can have one of each flavor or your favorite flavor. And when you refer 3, you get your health pack free. Okay. Yeah, so these are the most popular pack, again, is definitely the breakfast pack. There's a great healthy living community on Facebook that we can invite you to, where you can hear more testimonials and stories. And Dr. Amanda Smith that you heard speak this evening, she's actually featured in this group as well, where she does a great talk on digestion, on weight loss. So you can hear some amazing talks in this group as well. And then there's one more option. You know, when I looked at this 30 years ago, I was working as a police officer, I had a great career. But as you heard some of these professionals that were on this evening, there was also a financial need, because they knew there was only so many people they could help and only so much money they can make. For myself, I was in a job or a position where I wanted more time freedom, and I wasn't really happy with my job. So if you are someone you know really enjoys helping others, there's also a fantastic business opportunity that attaches to this amazing company called Neolife. And I was able to leave my job. So very, very grateful. And I'm really enjoying helping people and truly impacting people's lives. So if you just want to try the products, again, you can join for free as a member to get a discount. We can help you get your products for free. If you're curious about the business a little bit, we can send you some information on the business opportunity and how you can earn some extra part-time income, or that can eventually lead to a full-time position. If you just want to check us out some more, do some more research, dig deep in the research and the science. And I know that what you find will really help you make a decision, at least to use the products, because they will truly impact your life. So again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I'm going to stop the share and stop the recording and offer any questions that you may have. Thank you so much.